Trial passage is coming. Be ready for it. 3, 2, 1, start. In the resolution that has been moved, the honorable mover has very frankly placed all his cards on the table. There is no hide and seek. All the points are placed so that the provinces will find it convenient to see at a glance. I see that the Secretary of the State's negotiating committee has made a statement objecting to this resolution. Their objections are based on 2 points. The first is that they object to the term independent sovereign republic. Secondly, their objection is centered around the fact that power derives from the people. Now, main passage is coming. Be ready for it. 3, 2, 1, start. Sir, a substantial contribution to the discussion was made by my friend Dr. Ambedkar. He said he has no objection to the other paragraphs of the resolution except paragraph 3, which has left out the word group. Sir, in this connection, I have to make an appeal to him. The objection to the omission of the word group need not be taken seriously because we have stated nothing in the resolution against grouping. That very fact keeps the matter of grouping wide open. At this stage, I would refer my friend Dr. Ambedkar to paragraph 19.5 of the Cabinet Missions Scheme, wherein it has been specially stated that the sections are to decide whether any group constitution shall be set up. We know that the Working Committee of the Indian National Congress gave an alternative proposal regarding this. The Cabinet Mission criticized this proposal of the Working Committee and their comments are in para 14.2. Under this scheme, if the provinces wish to take part in any economic and administrative planning on a large scale, they would cede to the center optional subjects in addition to the compulsory ones mentioned by them. Having stated the position taken up by the Working Committee of the Indian National Congress, the Cabinet Mission offers its comments. The mission says it would be very difficult to work a central executive and legislature in which some ministers who deal with compulsory subjects are responsible to the whole of India, while other ministers who deal with optional subjects would be responsible only to those provinces. With this objection, the Cabinet Mission has ruled out the suggestion offered by the Working Committee. It will be very difficult for small provinces to rise to their full stature if they do not have the guidance of the center. In this connection, I am not referring to sections B and C. I am referring to section A, where provinces like Odisha, Bihar, Central Province, Madras, and the rest are concerned. The Congress acceptance of the division of India into linguistic provinces means the creation of a number of small provinces. A number of small provinces like Orissa, Kerala, Karnataka, and the like will be put to the greatest handicap if they have to make their own administrative and economic plans. Under these circumstances, it may be that their provinces will cede all the connected powers to the center. There is thereafter no reason why there should be any objection. These and many other such considerations may come up later on in sections. If the door is open without being shut, it is for such proposals which may be made later on. Under these circumstances, I believe my honorable friend Dr. Ambedkar will see that it was not with any ulterior purpose that the word group was omitted. It is done to afford opportunity to those provinces who come under Group A